Wait a minute, I have myself on mute. I do it all the time. Y'all know that already. Anyway, welcome to Commission Reviews. We got a review of Pvalley. This is episode 4, and it was so juicy. But I got a special treat. Someone in the background I want to bring up, Lamont. If you have not seen his show, the way he fixed up these relationships, he actually did an interview recently with my mentee Mod, and I want you guys to check it out. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I'm telling you, he's funny, he's hilarious. I'm so happy to have him on. Let me bring him up. He's gonna do commentary for the first time for Pvalley. Welcome. How you doing? First, I am doing about Pvalley, but really quick, I want you to go ahead and give everybody an opportunity to tell them about yourself and your show. Even though we're talking about different shows, I still want everyone to know who you are and what you do.
Oh, sure. So I'm Lamont White. I tell people I'm a gay dating coach because that's who I work with, gay men, teaching them how to find love. And I'm a matchmaker. You will see me, well, if you haven't, I don't know where you've been, but I am featured on Bravo's new show, Love Match Atlanta. And it's about some amazing matchmakers who are helping people find love, but they're a little messy. Right. So you definitely got to check that out. Also, I host my own show live on Instagram, and it's called Shoot Your Shot Wednesdays. Oh, wow. It is messy, spicy, but it's a great way for anybody who's a part of the LGBTQ plus community to find love on Instagram. So check it out Wednesday nights.
Yes, I love that. I'm going to put that in his information in the description. You guys can follow, like, and get with the program if you have not, as he said already. Okay, period. All right, guys, we're going to get into episode 4. As you can see, I got my girl Keisha up here. We're going to bring Keisha back to the stage while we get a discussion in about this. All right, now, see, Keisha's up here now. Yeah, okay, you know, she like coming in, but I was like, go come in and do a little something.
Where's my dollars? I got cash app.
Look, hold on, let me get, I almost forgot. Let me get my cash background. Hold on, let me get my cash background. I know she always say I don't give enough money to do this. So anyway, so I know that you told me that you haven't seen Pvalley in a while, and you watched this episode. First, I wanted to know, what did you think about this episode? Watching it, you hadn't seen it in a long time.
Oh my goodness. Okay, can I just say, oh my goodness. I forgot how much of an LGBTQ plus show this was, right? So just I feel like there's a little bit of everybody sprinkled all throughout like this show. So it gave me some flashbacks of like when I used to watch Pvalley, and I guess they don't hold anything back. Like, you gotta put your kids to bed if you're watching this.
Look, you ain't never learned. I was just like, I could not stop watching that. So in the beginning, we sorry about that. My mic got unplugged. My foot got my cord.
If anybody, okay, I thought it was me. I'm like,
no, it's me. I'm sorry. If anybody sneezed or coughed or did anything in the beginning of the pandemic, I don't care if your cousin, friend, you would look at them funny. That's just the way it was. So when she turned around, she throwing that money in the club, and she turned around and sneezed in her face. I didn't know who she was, but she sneezed in the wrong person's face because she shut the whole club down. Oh my God! What did you think about that?
It was Toy who sneezed in Lauren, the health department lady. Look, no, I'm gonna tell you, she was enjoying herself. She spent a couple $1,000s. Okay, she was at the stage, the back room, somewhere else, and so she was having a good time. She was double masked up, but I don't know why she did let her take that mask off. Like, why?
Exactly.
Why? Yeah,
I didn't understand it myself.
I thought it was hilarious. The producers with the spray of the sneeze
with the
was so dramatic.
Yes, because I felt like even because you watch how it was projected out. So yes, it did make it look a little more intense, obviously, than what we thought it to be. But I knew that was over with. I just didn't know it would be that bad because I didn't know who she was, health inspector, whatever, and shutting them down. Then you get to the back room and all this mess is going on. Now, I know she's new to the stage and everything, but little mama, I love her. But the only thing is she's doing so much that said that the room's going on because the last episode she did polish that dude off in the back for a stack, 2 stacks, I think it was. And so the rumor went around. So when she was dancing, and he was like, I thought y'all did all that, the word spread. So
She's
she
doing a
fighting
little extra for some change. A little
but she was
extra.
wrong.
You know.
But she was wrong. She was wrong for hitting that girl like that because I mean I've been pissed off too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, girl, what put my business out here like that? We ain't supposed to do it to Pank.
Now listen, I would not fight her. I would not fight her. You know, she look like she can take me, and I'm not here for the foolishness. Okay.
that's for sure. But she did get dragged. That girl face was busted completely wide open. I was like, girl, you knew you couldn't fight. Why the world would you do that? You know, girls do that all the time.
Put her in some moves.
Yes, I was like, and then oh my God, Uncle Cliff got knocked out. I said, Jesus, poor thing. I said, she
like
she was trying so hard to separate them and then knocked out. She was like, they say I wouldn't have gotten involved in a fight. I can't. I'm too old now. I already know if I get involved, I'm gonna fall down. So I'm not even gonna do it. So
I'm calling the police. Okay, you want to fight? I'm calling the police. Okay.
Well, too much was going on at the time. Okay, Big L took care of the situation, but you know, I didn't expect the Big L to do his whole counselor thing. That kind of threw me for a loop when he sat her down and talking about the death of her brother because her whole demeanor, it seems like she's in a lot of pain. She's mad a lot of the time. Even though she's a good entertainer and everyone loves her off stage, she just seems really sad. So
But I thought that was sweet though. I thought like, you know, even though there's a whole bunch of drama, messiness that's going on, like, and there's a love-hate relationship between everybody that works there.
Yes.
You can see that they generally care about each other at the end of the day, especially when there's something that is bringing everyone together. And I like the background of like the police brutality that is going on that is really trying to unite people.
Me too, because that's the true fact, and that's the sad part about it, that it has affected people so much that it does bring you down because you think the police supposed to protect you, and that's really awful. I have 2 sons, and that's been a fear of mine for them to go outside and get in the car behind the wheel. I'm not there, not that I could really do anything, but it's still a fear of mine as a mother that, you know, I don't want anything to happen to them. So for her to go through that, as many of Black people have, man, and I think it was she said her only brother, correct?
Yeah, and I totally agree. I have an 18-year-old and a 22-year-old, both Black men, and so we have transparent conversations about, like, you know, the to-dos and the don'ts whenever you're dealing with the police. And it's a shame that we have to have those conversations, but it's reality.
It is. I mean, it's a reality that we probably got to be dealing with for a long time. I mean, of course, our ancestors deal with a lot before, but the sad part about it that we're even saying this at all because it happened so long ago, that we're still dealing with it at all in this time period. To me, it's just it's baffling. It shouldn't even be going on like this, but it is. It is what it is. So, I want to talk about Mississippi and this whole traveling. I really foresaw what happened in this episode the last time they were together. I know you didn't see I'm not sure. Did you watch the episode or you just watched this one episode?
I watched this one. I didn't watch the previous one.
Okay, so this thing between the two of these men, I really knew was going to already happen because
you talk about Lil Murder and Big T.
Lil Murder, when he got T out of jail, it was just the way they embraced. It wasn't like, you know, I'm happy you out of jail. You locked down. It was different to me, and it was a really subtle thing. He put his hand around his neck in a way. I said, and the way he was looking at it, he's a little crazy. I'm not gonna lie. The man, but you know, he's really into the police, and he's really kind of mentally. I think he's not there, but they're obviously they have this deep relationship, and I didn't know they're gonna take it there. I mean, I watched Pvalley the first season. It wasn't that this strong as it is this season. So I was a little upset because I like him and Uncle Clifford together, and he was sending her postcards. She has it all over her mirror. The last episode, she was talking about Little Murder and being on the just being happy that he's sending those postcards. So I didn't like that.
So I guess Little Murder, Uncle Cliff, are they in a official relationship or are they just hooking up?
Well, at first they were just hooking up, and then they started getting serious. And then what ended up happening is it's like he didn't claim her in public, and then she was out. She was like, "I'm done," and it was very understandable. He disrespected her completely, but then they started talking again, and he actually came by and poured his heart out to her grandmother. Now, Uncle Clifford was behind the door. She thought he couldn't see him, but there was a mirror right there. So that scene touched me so much because he can see her in the mirror. So he was talking to her. Now, like I said, she didn't know that. She was just like kind of behind the door.
Mm-hmm.
And the grandmother knew it. That whole scene touched me because he started speaking from his heart. He started tears in his eyes saying, I want to apologize. I messed up. If I could take it back, da-da-da-da-da. And so from there, I think they was kind of like, okay. And so
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you this. So we as gay men, we have all these categories, right, of different types of men. And Little Murder, Big Teak, we call them the trade. Okay. And the trade, those are like, they're ultra masculine. They're still figuring out, like, coming out of the closet. So for them to even date someone like Uncle Clifford,
Okay.
they will screw them in private, but in public, don't even speak to me. Talk trash on them. So, it might be a surprise to other people, but it's not a surprise to me because I see it all the time.
Oh man! And then after they got through doing what they were doing, because he went crazy on that white girl. I mean Ginger. He went completely, even though she should have. Yeah, but she should have been a little quiet. Because some stuff you tell my girl, like, girl, look, I love you, but okay, this you need to
just go sit over there and be quiet.
Yeah, because you don't know what the hell you're talking about, and you about to get your behind beat. And I might not be able to save you, so go ahead. So on that, but he did go a little crazy because she's going through her own domestic situation at home. Her dude crazy. That baby daddy is
Derek.
I can't stand him. I cannot stand him. So he's weird. I don't know. Anyway, she has her own stuff going on. So I felt like that when he did all of that, even though he wasn't targeting her, it triggered her. Like you saw her, she kind of went to a fetal position, and that bothered me. I don't like that. It's like, bro, you're doing way too much. Even though he's got a lot of stuff going on, I get it. He was triggered because not her producer, her manager, he's in love with her. He's in love with Mississippi, and you can tell it's so obvious. He's also looking at Little Murder. He keeps looking at him because he knows something more. Because in the last episode, the guy that he's beefing with had made a little comment when a girl tried to holler at him, talking about, you're not Little Murder's type. And so he kind of looked to the side, like he's been peeping, like he's paying attention to little things. So he's looking at Little Murder funny. I don't know what's his issue. He has an issue with it, but I can tell it's gonna be a problem. I can just tell.
So he might be picking up on something. And people just like you were like last week, you were like, people are not blind. People are not, naive or stupid. And I think if you're observant and you pick up on people's behavior, like who they look at, how they respond, you're smart enough to put the puzzle pieces together.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I can understand that. But it's just to a point now where they want to kick him out of security. But after him and Little Murder, did what they did, I guess
he ain't going nowhere. But he ain't going nowhere. But I will tell you, Big Teak ain't going nowhere. But Uncle Cliff would need to be careful because if Big Teak find out who Clifford is in person, there's gonna be a fight. There's gonna be something going down.
The way he said who Cliff was, it just I was scared. I was watching. I was like,
and to me, which is so funny, which is it's not it's common, but if I remember, Uncle Cliff topped Big Little Murder right before.
Yes.
And now this scene, Little Murder is topping Big T.
Mm-hmm.
So he's giving me versatile vibes. Like he like thin tops and masculine bottoms.
Interesting. Wow, that's so insightful. I didn't even think about that.
And people might think it's the reverse, but that's what some people like.
What do you think? Do you think, okay, let me ask you this question, because he has a history. I mean, regardless of the fact he has a long-standing history. They was in jail together. He almost died, saved his life. There's the whole thing, and it seemed real deep. But when you see, if you saw the scene, I'll show you the scene. But how you were speaking about Uncle Clifford, it was different. It was like, I'm really like, I realize I'm in love with this person. That's the kind
Well,
of
he got to deal with. So Lamar got to deal with his internalized homophobia. That could impact his business, right? You know, is he gonna be the next little Nas X, or are people going to cancel him?
Wow, he's from the country too, and I'm from Louisiana, and this is in the South. Is so. Oh my God, I didn't think about that. You didn't brought up a whole situation, because the women love him. That's his audience. I mean, the dudes like him too, you know. But it's, you know, the women love him. They've been trying to tear down the door to get in, and Mississippi kind of is the beard, so she'll kiss him in front of them to get the girls to go away. But she knows who he wants, and you know, she ain't got a problem with it. But I'm with you now. If everybody finds out, it's gonna be different. I don't think it's gonna be 100% different, but he'll be with issues. Lil Nas X has to go through a lot, and he's
right. So he has to think about, it's the reality. He can lose his money, and he's not trying to lose his money. So I don't think that's gonna happen. Lil Murder is not coming out the closet.
Well, I don't know what's gonna happen, because the manager, who is in love with Mississippi, it seems like the wheels are turning, and not in a good way. I don't know.
He might try to blackmail him, though. That's what I predict.
Okay? You think that he'll try to? And then also too, he's beefing with that other dude who also said a comment about this last time, saying, you know, that's not his type. I know they have a history too. I don't know if he was in jail with them all three as well. That's probably how he knows about it. And he gonna end up telling people about it. I just got that feeling, because he beat Tariq beat the crap out of him in front of everybody, like bad. So he got shot and everything. But I'm just saying, I feel like that he gonna tell it once he get out the hospital, because he was messed up, and he hates on Lil Murder. You could just tell. I don't know what it. He
I need to tune in and watch.
The women are going crazy over him, and he tried to talk to one of the girls, and she going Lil Murder, and that completely pissed him off. So I really think he's gonna try to do something to do. You know, men stay stupid, like they try to do like that small little thing where I'm gonna tell everybody because she didn't want me. Some women
insecurities.
He don't even know it. Yes. So it's gonna be a problem. Now with the club situation, and you know, Uncle Clifford is so smart, but I don't like the dissension between everybody. But before I get to that, I want to talk about my girl when she went over to the coach's house. And how
Mercedes and Farrah.
Yes, I already knew that Farrah wanted her. Well, I didn't know for sure. I didn't know she was fascinated with her because she's kind of rigid. I thought that at first. Sometimes women will look at somebody else like, I want to be like that, and they're attracted to that, not, you know, physically and all that kind of stuff. So I thought maybe she just was like, I envy that. But when she signed the waiver, it was cool with her sleeping with her husband. I was like, it's not too far from the truth. Some of them might be a little bit, you know, got a little freakiness going on. So
listen, it's giving me Will and Jada vibes all over. Okay.
Yes.
Right. All three of them probably going to end up eventually being together. I'm predicting that. I thought it was absolutely hilarious when Mercedes was trying to teach Farrah how to twerk.
The Mercedes experience. Okay.
I'm like, can you teach me? Because I don't know how to twerk. Like, I don't know how. I need lessons.
That was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Because she was trying to, and when she was trying, I was like, please stop.
Like, what are we doing here? That's your lower back.
Look, I mean, ain't nothing back there. I said, please just stop it. And then they look. I wonder how she gonna feel about it, because what's gonna end up happening is she left all that money on the side. I said, she gonna be getting paid. She gonna have two jobs. Pleasing him and pleasing her.
Listen, I'm doing the wrong thing. I need to change jobs. Let me go ask my husband if I can switch.
That stack. I was like, I'm in the wrong business right now. Let me tell you something. That was 3 stacks, and she was looking kind of funny. I was like, look, I don't feel uncomfortable at all. So I'm gonna meet Coach. I'll meet you on Wednesday, and I'll meet him on Friday. That's all I'm saying.
And be set.
her daughter is going through so much right now. It's really the whole family really. And I'm gonna say this. Let's start with the grandma. The grandma is something wrong with her. Reverend preacher fake get on my nerves.com with the bad wig that looks horrible. Who in the world put that wig on that woman? Every wig looks like it's cut up in the back. It's tore up. Look.
Just throw it away. It's all trash. Okay, all of it, all away. She playing that character though.
Yeah, ain't she though? And see with her. I think she's about to do something against that mayor. He think he did something. But you know, you mess with a black woman that has the country old school connections, even though you married, but you're not married yet. She about to do something. He ain't gonna be married. Because who could end up winning is what they call him, Obama. What she call him, Obama?
You think Dre is gonna win?
I think so. Who if bad for Dre this episode? Lord Jesus, when I say he was in there getting it on in that room. He was like, but you know what? Even though
she had a mouthful,
but he never Autumn, but he never said about Autumn, but he always wanted to. It was an emotional. I always feel like it was emotional cheating, even though
cheating is cheating. That. But this will give him the excuse to go forward.
Yes, and she was in there getting it on one shit. I said I wasn't expecting it. It threw me off. I was like, not the nurse and the doctor. I guess all that time that he was gone away, she was like, well, he ain't got to come back because, and then she gonna say something about he's COVID friendly. She made a little comment because he said, why you didn't have a mask on? I was done. I was so.
it's like the total like delusion. Like, ma'am, you got, a mouthful of some man's junk in your mouth and you are worried about a mask. No.
Oh, Lord have mercy, there was so much going on.
Jesus. In his own bedroom. In his bedroom.
Yes. And then when he grabbed that dude, he said, can I get my clothes? He threw that man out that door naked. I said, that drive home gonna be so uncomfortable.
Oh, hopefully he got something, a sheet or something on the way out.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, that was a hot mess. They for sure divorcing now. He gonna probably end up being a permanent resident until Khaleesi.
But here's the thing, like, she's already cheating right there in the bedroom, and then she goes further and crushes his dream about being the mayor. Like, can you talk about cutting a man's balls off? Like, she literally
she never believed in him in the first place.
I don't think there's any redemption for them.
But I don't think that I never felt like she really believed in him. She always looked down on him, and I always felt like that before he ended up revealing about how her family looks at him. It put together for me and their interactions. I was like, oh, well, that explains a lot, because I always felt like she looked down on him, just like when she said, this is our house. She said, no, this is your house, and your family reminds me of it every chance they get. I was like, they belittle that man, and she was cool with it, and that's not good to be if you're a wife. He didn't, and then you not supporting him. When he came to you and said, I'm gonna be a mayor. That's like sealed the deal for him. He was like, well, damn.
Draw the papers up, time to sign them, move on. And now he has that house that he inherited.
Yes.
He's moving out. He got his own property now.
He's a permanent resident there. He was born and raised there anyway. I like how they're showing the memories. Well, he did the other episode where he was showing the memories of him and his uncle. I'm loving it that he's there. He's gonna probably end up being with Autumn, but Autumn is pissing me off too, because I understand she wants to make money, but she got saved by the Pink. When all that stuff went on with her ex, they got her out of a lot of stuff because she came there running from him. If it hadn't been for Uncle Clifford, she would be who knows where. And for her to be speaking that way with Andre about selling it and all that stuff, I'd be pissed off too. I don't know.
No, I'm on the fence, and people might hate me for this.
Okay.
So I feel like she should definitely get her money's worth of it, but also still take care of the people that helped put her there. So I think she's going about it the wrong way, but it might be the most lucrative way. So sometimes, the right way is not the most warm and fuzzy way to get some things done if you want like the biggest bang for your buck.
And she'll get that money because the way he's acting, everything she's saying is correct. She's playing her cards correctly. She's being a smart businesswoman, but I agree.
She got to move fast though. She got to be fast and in silence. That's what she needs to do though.
Yes. and stop being so dramatic about everything. But like I said, I would just tell him no every time and just be done with it. And he act like he want her or something. I forgot he's black too. He just look red. He just kind of redheaded or whatever. But he want her. You say a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I kind of was wondering. I side him too a little bit. I be wondering like,
she gonna give him some. She gonna give him some at some point.
You think so?
It's gonna be a drunken, angry type.
You know how they're bringing in the stuff like I'm from Louisiana, and they're bringing in the stuff like pertaining to roots, and people are kind of going back and forth about that. And how the little beasts and all this kind of stuff is below that room, and they painted it red, but the evil's still there. They're going to dig a little more in that because this is new to a lot of people. And people type in the comments like, "What's going on? There's roots." There's whole little videos about it. It's a thing. People really believe in this stuff. So like when Mercedes showed up was messed up, and he put the all that stuff and it was gone and all that. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing. People believe in spirits. People believe that there's negativity, that energy, all that. It's just so many different forms. So I believe if a person did get killed there and died in a very violent way, there will be some kind of residual after effects or something of that person.
It looked like something was coming for Diamond when he was walking through. Like
Diamond's so fine. Oh my God. I want this. Did it freeze? Oh Lord, did it freeze? I think he froze. Oh no. StreamYard could be so finicky.
Oh yeah, I'm back. I can hear
you. Okay. You was talking about Diamond, and you said something about Diamond. What you
I said it looked like something spooky was coming for Diamond when he was walking in the back.
It was when that I thought to my auto. That's why I said, even though yes, she wants to sell it, she should be communicating with Uncle Clifford and not Andre, because now it's looking like she's moving in a shady way. They're not going to trust her anymore. It took them a long time to trust her when she first got there. They called her all kind of stuck up and all the crap, light skin, blah, blah, blah. And so even though she's still mean to her, Uncle Clifford is, but I could tell that she cared about her. They sacrificed a lot that last night, that murder night. It was horrible. And I just feel like she's a little more loyalty, especially to the girls. Them girls, you saw when everything got shut down. The people they had nowhere to go, nowhere.
The curfew.
It was well, it happened in Texas too, but they had nowhere to go. A lot of them, they had to stay there. I mean, the way Uncle Clifford looks out for the girls, even when she was wondering why she spent money. She spent it on herself. She spent it on the girls. Make sure they got to eat. Their kids ate. She looks out for. There's a lot of people to look after. I know she might not think she signed up for it, but when she's a partner in the pink, I believe she did. So I'm just saying, what do you think about that?
Uncle Clifford is like Big Mama taking care of everybody.
Mm-hmm. I agree, and and that's why people cared about her so badly when she was, had her birthday, and I mean it's another episode, but she was kind of down because she felt like she's getting older. She was mad at Little Murder, and it was just. It was nice to see everybody come together to give her her birthday. They do love and care about her, like for real. But I really want to see the next episode what's going to happen, because now I think Autumn is in hot water with everybody. They pissed off at her.
Them was drug her out. Like it was about to be a full-on girl fight. Like
yes. What do you think is going to happen in the next episode, in your opinion? Because they're going to, that this is kind of, they left it there, and everybody's pissed off. They know her secret. They overheard everything.
Right. So they probably go try to get her together, tell her what to do, get more information. Somebody's gonna slap her. Let's see who it's gonna be. Right. I also predict that Big Teak is gonna find out about Uncle Clifford. That's gonna be a whole throwdown like that. I feel like that's gonna be epic.
But I think
Yep. I think Coach is going to find out about Mercedes and Farrah. Yeah. And all three of them are going to be having fun together again.
I think so. She'll in the movie again. But her daughter, though, that's the only rub. Her daughter is having a rough time right now. Her whatever, stepmom, whatever she is. I guess her mom, she raised her, but she's having a hard time losing her job and because of COVID. So her mom has been drinking. Of course, she reminds Mercedes that she's a stripper. She's taking care of her daughter, but in a drunken rage, her daughter was driving the car, her mom back there drunk, so she's lost it. Mercedes gonna have to step up and be the mom because the one she's staying with ain't doing it. But Mercedes is trying to get her money up. So
it's
I don't
it's
know.
the balance. Yeah, something's gonna fall. I can't wait to just watch and see what happens.
Well, I am so glad I got to do a commentary with you. This was everything. I really hope you gonna watch the show going further. I think this is episode 4.
I'm hooked. I'm hooked.
Are you? Okay.
Yes. I'm about to go back to
Anyway.
season 1, episode 1, and just binge watch it this weekend. Everything.
I was gonna say, go once you binge watch this season, since you did watch episode 4. Go ahead and watch 1, 2, because the first episode blew me away, and the second episode it blew. Just go watch, please. It was. You see my girl? Look.
Yes. And we got the balance. Yes.
Lord Jesus. Anyway, I appreciate you coming on, guys. Thank you so much for watching another recap of P-Valley. This is episode 4, season 2. I will have all Lamont's information in the description. Everything that he is attached to, that he wants you guys to watch and see. So as soon as you click on the video, all this information will come up. Again, this is Commission Reviews, and we are saying goodbye. This is the end.